Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So, I've been thinking about this, and I've also compared this symbol here with my little spreadsheet, if you want to call it that, and then I realized this is actually the symbol of the Grave of the Giants. Derp. I should have noticed that before, but I didn't. So I'm going to add this to my list. Now I know this symbol here is the Grave of the Giants. Also, I've been just afterwards also been thinking that the Moonlight area is basically the mother. So this one here is the Temple of Moonlight. This is basically the mother. So I was also thinking that this kind of should represent, well, the mother. I do have so little health. So I'm going to try to associate the 4 words that are highlighted to different areas and use those areas specifically. Only activating those 4, that's the goal. I'm glad that I only take 1 damage from them. Basically we know that the Moonlight area is basically the mother, since weapons shall not be used within the woman. And when I use my weapon at any time inside that temple, it whacks me. The lightning bolt. So right, I now have another weapon now too that throws the rotation of all weapons out of whack. So, already born, lives, reproduce, and ascension. So they are born of the mother, so the first one would probably be Moonlight. And what about the lives and reproduce? The thing is, reproduce could also be the Moonlight area for that matter. What about lives? Which area corresponds to life the most? What area corresponds to life the most? Helping in Ascension, we know that the Infernal Cavern was used, or was supposed to be the fuel for powering the tower, but eventually, well, that kind of did not need to work anymore. So, Infernal area might be the last symbol, which is coincidentally the one on the left here. Then, Reproduce could definitely be the Moonlight area instead. What about Born? Where are you born? Or what is born in this area? What corresponds to being born in these areas here? The Gate of Guidance. Surface? Oh. Eden. No, Eden is the afterlife usually. Huh. Or is it? Either way, let's see. The symbol on the far left corresponds to... This is the infernal area, basically the fuel that was used to try to propel the tower into the sky. Which one was this? This was Gate of Illusion, but even though it's just reversed. Let's see, this one down there, I don't remember either. This one was... This one, well, this one is darkness, for some reason it's reversed. So we kind of have two that are reversed so far. One in the first screen, one in the second one. This one here was... Actually, I have no clue which one this is. This one here was water. Let's activate the water for now. Also, I can't see how you can brute force this puzzle here. This one here is giants. This one here is the Sun Temple. We kind of got meaning for the characters, they are just corresponding to the various areas we've been in. So giants and sun. Sun kind of makes sense a little bit. Down there, I don't know which one this is. And... what was the top right? The Twin Labyrinths. Which one was this? This was... none of the which I do know. Giving you all school point and click vibes. There might just be one strange symbol in each room. This one here we have nothing to correspond to. The first two have symbols that are just literally backwards. And this one here has the percentage symbol. So this is probably not it. Hey Prof Chuckles, welcome, how are you doing? People's reactions to this puzzle has been, this puzzle, and I raged when I figured out the puzzle. Maybe the enemies have something to do with it. That would be weird. Oh. Let's try to activate the weird ones. I believe this one here was backwards. Yeah, this is Gate of Illusion just backwards. This one here was water, this is normal. This one here is darkness, but backwards. Have I tackled any other puzzles today? Yes. Acquired the sword here from this area, because I realized there's no eye in this area. And I just backed the thing. So this one here is probably on the other end. just going to assume the percentage sign is in this room here. I mean, this is kind of assuming that it's one in each room, which does not necessarily have to be the case. No, it isn't. Big horse again. Ah, this is not it. So what we've done today, worse than you. The very beginning, we actually made pretty decent progress immediately, surprisingly. I ended up going back in the twin labyrinth at the bottom right of the Mausoleum of Giants, and I realized that, hey, there's another shop that I haven't been in, or door, and I found the dragon bone there. And I also found the pendant, because I realized, hey, on that map there's a room that I had no idea there was a room. Figured out that I could go in there from the bottom, in the Sun Temple, and then I activated the fairies. And now there's a room at the bottom left of the Gate of Illusion that tells me fairies are the key. I have no idea how that corresponds to being a key. Maybe I need the key sword for it. Because it's literally called a key sword. Which I have no idea. So yeah, and I have really no clue. What, that was weird. I have really no clue how... how this thing is supposed to work. I have no idea. With Kingdom Hearts, oh sure. What other area could we go to figure out stuff? Have I looked at everything with the new map now? I don't think so. We know where 2 fairies are, technically 3. Just haven't gone further in the endless corridor yet. There's a fairy on the far right there. And an entirely different area just straight up top. That's curious. Promi, thank you for the 10 bits, appreciate those. How are you doing? Also, I have not actually screenshotted this area here, the shrine to the mother. I see. Thank you so much, Promi, for your kind words too. I really appreciate those. Well, I'm glad I can provide a nice little place. You're welcome. And enjoy the lurking. Okay. Shrine of the Mother. Oh, wait, this is literally called Mother, isn't it? Hang on. Do we know this symbol here? This darkness symbol here is actually mirrored, going the other way around. It's rather curious. Either way, we found the Shrine of the Mother symbol now. I forgot about this one even existing. Ew, what are you? There's a ferry here. Where was the light switch? still can't read this one. Where are we here now? Over there again. So we know fairies are the key. I don't know to what though. This might just be those things might just be here because I activated hard mode now, for all I know. There is not the key for this one here, I guess. Keyblade doesn't seem to help me in this area either. Bye bye fairy, thank you. I have no idea. This area here is really strange either way. Why is that room red on the map? I guess there's a lot more stuff now because hard mode is active. Okay, this is a blue sun type thing. How do I keep doing that by accident? Either way, this actually might give us more information now for this area here anyways, because now I have the symbol of the mother as well. This is more or less directly mother, whereas moonlight could just be reproduce. Because that's also what you can. So, alrighty. Mother is the first one, most likely. So which one is the mother? Let's try to see. The one thing I can remember that is most likely the mother is over here. I really should just... Sorry about that. I really should just go ahead and... just make a record of this. Endless corridor. Second endless corridor. So, alrighty. Born of the mother, live their lives. Reproduce and reproduce. Helping in the mother's ascension. So, alrighty. I have 3 areas for this right now. So, this one might be the mother. Yes, actually it is. So this one is most likely the first one. So next one we need to know is live their lives. Live their lives. I mean, the most information about living lives as we've known it, or just life in general, is the Mausoleum of the Giants. Mausoleum of the Giants is, I think, this one here, actually. No, it isn't. That sword seems really weak. Somewhat. It's okay, it's pretty quick. And also decent range. It's basically a dagger. This is water. This is... Something I have no clue about. I assume it's not this one. This one is the darkness. I don't know how the darkness would correspond to living a life, but I guess it's possible. Because considering this, we started on the right side and we've activated one thing in succession from right to left, which actually kind of makes the suggestion that one of those three would be life. So water is usually what I associate with life, because life started in water, generally speaking, or at least that's the idea. And this one here is a possibility too, because I have no idea what it is. And this one is darkness. We've seen hollow figures in the darkness. Not sure what to make of that. Then this one here is... I should probably need to read. This is Gate of Illusion. So, live their lives. Wait, reproduce would be moonlight. Did I mess it up already? I already had lived their lives. I messed it up already, didn't I? Probably. Helping Mother's Ascension. I assumed this would be the... this one here. But then Moonlight is not the mother. Okay, this is not it, I don't think. I feel like I have a reasonably good idea about three of them. But this one here is the mother. Oh no, this was the second one. This is Live Their Lives. Reproduce would be the Moonlight. Okay, let's go with water again here. And then which one was Moonlight? This was not Moonlight. I think the one on the left there is Moonlight. Might be the closest thing. Yeah, actually this is the closest thing that we have to Moonlight. This might be it. There's a little thingy missing on the side, but... Live Their Lives. Although Mausoleum of the Giants would have made more sense. And then subsequently... a few. Alternatively, what is this one up top? Twin Labyrinth. It's kind of denies the idea of there being one in each room. I don't know. I have no idea. By the way, quick question. Am I on the correct track? Feel free to answer that with yes or no. The only issue with the symbol is the one that has to duplicate. Yeah, I agree. I think that symbol is the one that corresponds to moonlight. Because I don't think there's any others that come close to it. So, this one here, this is Mother. Live their lives. What are the other ones here? Actually, let's just look over the entire thing. Live their lives. The Mausoleum of the Giants. Let's just go with what I originally thought. The giants are the... This is actually the giants thingy right here. Mausoleum of the Giants, and then the next one would be Reproduce, which I think is Moonlight. This one here was... This is Moonlight actually. And the last one would be Helping in the Mother Ascension, which would be the Inferno thingy. Is well not it. You like the prestige of living because it's technically two feats of the giants committed when they were alive. Right. So the rest is probably wrong. Unless... I have to come here last. Or not. Oh no! Life could also be the Sun Temple because it's the first child with Isis. I don't know. Inferno Cavern seems to be a rocket ship of some sort. Actually, the rocket ship is the Tower of Ruin, if you ask me. How do I get to the Tower of Ruin from the bottom of the Giants area? I'm a dummy. Pretty sure I also forgot to update the death counter before, so let's go to 31. I don't know, I don't think I know the thingy for this guy here, for that matter. Is there a fairy here by chance? There's not. Well, the far left actually was a thing too, let me know. Yeah, that's going, that leads over to the giants, yeah. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. This symbol here is the same as the one in the Inferno area. I think. Let me compare. It's just mirrored. It's the same, but just mirrored. So Hyper Ascension is certainly that last one. Well, I say certainly, but that's just my interpretation of it. So that was the last symbol. You know the last one. We also know the first one. Now we just need to figure out the two in the middle, I would say. That Keyblade though. Hope I can't destroy the Sphinx with. You know what? That's been bugging me in the back of my mind since a while. I want to check whether this Keyblade can finally destroy the Sphinx. The silly Sphinx. I'm going through the water area. So I feel like it. The backside are mirrored versions of the front side. Whoa, hang on. Are they? I never thought of it that way, Lucius. You may have just informed me about something that I didn't consider before. By the way, Lucius does not know the game, so fine. In case anyone is wondering. Mac and cheese is so good. Nice. Okay, this is not the key. I just really wanted to try though. That's actually really interesting. I had a ruined tower already before. Yeah, alright, hang on. Let's go to the Gate of Guidance. The Gate of Guidance. Is opposed to the Gate of Illusion. Of course it is. Right? Yes, it is. Oh boy. I think you're right, actually, Lucius. I never thought about this. You're right. They are indeed a mirrored version of them. The Gate of Illusion is opposed to the Gate of Guidance. Which means this one is also the first area in a sense. And this symbol is the one of the Gate of Illusion. This symbol here is the symbol of the Gate of Guidance. It's mirrored. I never thought about this. Good job. No, perfect. That is perfectly fine, Lucius. I just wanted to point that out to people that may not have been around here since a while, since it could potentially invoke the impression that, oh, everybody can just say stuff. No, people that haven't played the game yet. So, please do continue with your thoughts. Those snakes, though, and Eden being related would be a thing too, in theory. That's so curious. Alrighty, so... with this in mind, let me actually rearrange my little spreadsheet thingy again. So the ruined tower is opposed to the other thing. You know, the interesting thing is the Twin Labyrinth might just be the one thing in between it. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Maybe the Twin Labyrinth? Those are not actually two different... And no, those are... What I was thinking is maybe there's a backside and a front side of the Twin Labyrinth as well. But it's both called the Twin Labyrinth. So this one is the Twin Labyrinth that is top right. Where's the other Twin Labyrinth? At the top of the Infernal area. Actually quicker for me to go through the Temple of the Sun instead though. Double chop, no, it doesn't matter too much. But this is the Infernal area, this is exactly mirrored. This is the thing I already have. Why is that such a crack in the ceiling? Probably just coincidence. Also, we still don't know what this tablet refers to, swing left and swing right. Under the day I already solved that and I just don't know it. So up here... Twin Labyrinth. No, this is the same symbol, the same direction. No, it isn't metric for that matter. It does have some symmetry in it. Still a possibility, I guess. Because I do believe there was an entrance to the Twin Labyrinth somewhere else too. The Twin Labyrinth is definitely the most mysterious thing about the entire thing. Because if I go down into this area here, I still have that place where it doesn't tell me anything. Also, let's actually just ask this lady here. Hello! Don't want to make poor beds. Right. What's the last thing she said? Still covered in darkness, you say? Actually, that's right next door. Mulbro thinks there's a way to make it bright, but it's difficult, I know it. First you have to solve the riddle of the god of light in the Chamber of Birth, I get that. Then there will be a change in the Chamber of Extinction. It's still far ahead. Actually, Mulbrook thinks there's a way to make it bright, but it's difficult. It is not necessarily related to this entire other thing. The god of light in the Chamber of Birth. I don't think I've done that yet, actually. I don't think I can do that yet without being able to reach. Now that I think about it. Alright, what's the other thing? Give me food. Now that's what I call breakfast. Just let me run tail. Well, Mulbrook was asleep. Either way, what I actually wanted to go to... So this one here should be actually the opposing end to the Egyptian area. Which is the Moonlight area. And it is indeed opposing. Never realized that. So my assumption, oh, it's just mirrored. It is just mirrored, but that means something else than what you think it means, buddy. So that's why there's two that look very similar, I would say. Maybe? We don't have a mirrored area of the water area for that matter. So what I was referring to is here. This is still poisonous. I have no idea what to do with this. I figured maybe the key would help me. Could birth be the reverse of the Chamber of Extinction symbol? Oh. I was so sure it would be moonlight, but that's an interesting point. So Chamber of Extinction is basically the dark area. Yeah, that's a really good point actually, considering those are opposing sides. Gate of Guidance and Gate of Illusion are also opposing sides in name as well. Then we have the Tower of Ruin, and the other one on the opposing side is the Inferno Cavern. Not by name I guess, but that's clever. I like it. I like it. So, Born of the Mother. We do have basically the Mother thing directly. Or do we? Do we have an opposing side to the Mother thingy, to say the least? Let's see. Shrine of the Mother. I think that's rather unique. I don't have any other ones that look alike for that matter. So let's say, out of Illusion I need to put opposing to Entrance Gate. Gate of Guidance. Then the Giants should be opposing to the Grave of the Giants, which they are indeed. The symbol is flipped precisely. So the Grave of the Giants is opposing to the Giants. We don't have an opposing side to the Water area, or the Darkness area, or the Endless Corridor for that matter. So those are the three ones that we don't have opposing sides of yet. Okay, let's work with this. They're both chamber off, so I'm assuming they're opposing. So let's see, Born of the Mother. Reproduce and Extinction might be the opposing side. Born of the Mother. I think the Mother is probably the first one. We have exactly the Shrine of Mother as a singular thing, and we also have the Endless Corridor as a singular thing. By the way, let me show you this thing real quick that I just basically pieced together here. Where can I put it? La-Mulana. So, because I feel like this is worth showing for now. This is still going under the assumption that we need to indeed only activate 4 of those thingies. There's 12 total. I was just thinking maybe I need to do both the opposing sides. That would be kind of weird. Random. La-Mulana. Here, this is what I pieced together so far. I'm going to put this on the side for now. Away. So, I think Shrine of the Mother, or the Mother thingy, starts most likely regardless of anything else. So what this means is that I will want to start with the Mother, then live their lives. The solution is obvious. You need to find a lovely lady, settle down, have the family, then the door will unlock. I like your ideas. By the way, this game is wacky enough that this might actually be a solution, or could have been a solution for that matter. Or could be, for that matter. I don't know that. You already tried that, but Mulbrook didn't approve. I mean, she's just sleeping. We don't want to wake her up, so we just come back whenever she's awake or something like that. So, live their lives. What could the live their lives be referring to? Giants or the grave of the giants, for that matter. Those are two different ones, curiously enough. Also, this thing on the left side is actually the infernal area. This is the fuel. So this would be accurate in that it helps. Which I do believe is the last one. So, my assumption is we start at the bottom. This one here. Then, which one is lived alive? So we have... This is the Egypt one, or well... the one in that area. And here we have the giants. Mausoleum of the Giants. This was my assumption that it was the second one. But let's just go with the idea that there's one in each screen. Actually, if there is one in each screen... What was the top right one here? The top one was the Twin Labyrinth. Would I mind opening my inventory? Sure. Oh. Birth and life. Is it that simple? You're actually disappointed by Mulbrook? Why would that be? I mean, at least it would have a clear solution. I guess I don't technically have all the information required, do I? Let's see. We pretty much know this is Mother. Okay, so this one is the first one. So which one is the life seal? Or birth seal? Wait, what? No, hang on. Then I did that wrong. Wait, I did that wrong again. It isn't highlighting mother. It is highlighting born. So... birth is the first one. And birth corresponds to... giants, actually. This giants? No, it isn't. I think this one is giants. No, this... no, that's water. This one is giants. I know, this ghost looks so happy, weird. This one is giants. Alright, this was is the first one. Follow the flow. Now I can't go back. The first one is giants, probably. Okay. Giants and life. What is the life seal? This one here is the life seal, and that corresponds to the sun temple. So giants, sun temple, reproduce, and ascension. I don't have those two seals yet, do I? I wonder whether the order is important. The giants. And then this one is actually the Egypt one. Giants, Egypt, and then I don't know. I don't know which one I would need to go next for. So, I have a question. Do I have all the information I need in order to solve this puzzle? Let me go to the surface real quick to heal. Not ready to solve this all? Probably not, Lucius. That's my best guess. Hey XF, welcome. How are you doing? You do not. Okay. Either way. The knowledge that we basically have those areas mirrored is kind of cool anyways. I'm okay with this. Yeah, fair enough. I like you, Eleanor. We probably already exhausted the hint and I deleted it because I thought we already completed that. So that's most likely what happens. Whatever. Where else can I go now? The fairies are key. But what is the lock? What can I unlock with the key? Is the question I would ask. That one gate in the water area is a thing. The fairies are key, but what can I unlock with fairies? Oh. Fairy, why didn't you unlock the thing? The thing is, I don't know what is locked. Wait, I actually have an idea. Can we unlock this, please, for me? No? Oh wow. Extra, thank you for the gifts out to Platonist. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. Well, welcome Platonist. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much, that's really nice of you. So I don't know whether I can do anything else here. I don't know whether the sword can help me in anything. Thank you so much, Exer. I still want to unlock that weird little gate there. Nope, that's not it. I'm sure we need to use that key for something. I have no clue for what though. Fairies are key. But for what? Alrighty. I may need a nod on where I can achieve something at this point. Because I'm a little bit at a loss right now. I'm a little bit at a loss right now. You know, Chamber of Extinction just kind of reminds me that I don't really have any flares anymore. Push the fairy into a keyhole? I haven't found any keyholes. Kind of part of the problem, I haven't found any keyholes so far. Right, I went the wrong way. This thing in the background still looks really strange, by the way. There. I'm going to farm a few flares here. Because I don't know what else to do right now. Thinking. What are areas that we have unlocked new abilities in? I guess the main thing that could unlock some things for me is the map right now, because the map gives me information as to where stuff is. Stuff that I did not know of previously. kind of like that thing on the right side. But at the same time, I don't know how to use that knowledge. Let me actually take a look at the Chamber of Extinction layout once I get over there, but I want to have a few flares before I go there. Like 20. Is there a better way to farm flares, by the way? Feel free to tell me that, because this is just busy work right now. I think Chamber of Extinction probably has the highest potential for having things that I just don't know about right now. There is, but it's kind of a spoiler. Yeah, I mean, obviously about areas that I do know about. Fair. Buy them? I guess that's an option too. But I need 300 gold for that one software thingy that I have no clue what does and probably doesn't do anything until I beat the game and people tell me about it. But hey, I still want to buy it. Yellow cake, huh? So, what else is there? Which areas have I not been in yet with the new map? Or with the map, now that we have it? I've tried the Graveyard of the Giants, there didn't seem to be anything interesting. Mausoleum of the Giants, neither. Then... Gate of Illusion seems to have quite a few more things that might be accessible, but I don't know whether I do have access to them right now, or specifically from within the Gate of Illusion. So that's kind of a bit of a problem right there. Then Tower, we have an area up top that I can't reach, but there is a backside to the tower, which would kind of indicate that there's another way to get into the tower from the backside. Considering that the layouts might be mirrored, actually I don't know whether the layouts are mirrored or not. I might be able to figure out something in the infernal area based on that. So, alright, right now, infernal area, try to figure out how the... Wait. Why infernal area? If it's Gate of Illusion. Oh, Tower of Ascent. The borked up tower is what I'm thinking of. The main thing I can think of is that weird statue that swing left, swing right, and the souls will relieve the passage. Yes. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Platonist. Thank you for sticking around, and well, enjoy the emotes. Once again, thank you very much, Extra. Really nice of you. At least there's a reasonably good spot to farm those. I wonder what the chance is for a single individual drop. Okay, we have 20. So let's go into the dark area. While we are here, we might as well just go over there immediately. From within. Here. Okay. Have I never looked at this tablet right there? How do I get there? Also, let's think about this. How do I get into this secret area? Well, it's either from the backside. I have yet to see a backside of this area. Or alternatively, it's from above. Which... where would the above be anyways? I've already checked all the floor over here, I think. The ferry is key. It might open something, but I don't know what. Yeah, right, that's what this thing is. Yeah, the middle. No. Okay, that thing just respawns, it doesn't even care. You know it was a mini-boss before. Kinda makes sense. There's no point in killing it. Oops. Can't light the area here either. Have to go to the next area first. Did I want to fall here? There's a ladder here, isn't there? Yes, we do have a better map. That's something we acquired last time. There, this is the thing I wanted to look at. There's the tablet. A large crucifix lies beneath the land, beyond the guard of the god of destruction. This large crucifix shall Salam Palenk. Palenk sounds like a boss, if you ask me. So this is telling me where the boss is, I imagine. I have to admit, I do somehow remember that there is a boss Palenk. I'm not sure entirely whether this might be this game or something else, but the name seems vaguely familiar. So I assume this is a boss. Because large crucifix is obviously the Ankh. So the depiction there is a moon. Beyond the guard of the god of destruction. I don't know, who is the god of destruction in this area specifically? We have not yet to find the thing here, so I'm going to record this message. Could be useful for that matter. So in order to get back I would need to use this thing. Okay, let's go and heal. I'm reasonably certain it is a boss. I mean, everything points towards it. It's not too surprising that there are more bosses. Basically, that's our information as to how we get to him. But we would need still the more Ankhs in order to do so. Defeat them for that matter. What was up here? door. I've been in there. Don't remember what's exactly there. Is that a shop? Might just be a shop. A guardian lurks at the front. If the guardian isn't there, it will be in the back. That is how these ruins work. The endless corridor is the only exception of this rule. I see. So the Shrine of the Mother also has a backside. Probably. Speaking of which, you don't need the thing in the top right to distract you anymore. See. Yeah, there's another fairy. Not sure how helpful this might be. Is this one I can't reach? Get me out of here. Yeah, I can't reach that. You're basically back halfway. Yeah, we are exactly back now. Ah, this area doesn't really help me. I don't know. I'm done with this area for now, I think. Let's try to figure this one out. Oh. Oh, I'm actually correct. So this other green gate here does indeed lead to the top of the tower, ruined tower. Because it is relatively, it makes sense. But I have no idea how to get there. That's a different issue entirely. I mean, above this area is the twin area, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Oh, So, alrighty, I'm going to say it now. Komaru, if you're around, please nod me in the direction where I can make some tangible progress. Right now, it's just like, I feel like I'm going to run in circles again. Which, I know it's part of the game. But I don't have to like it, do I? Also, I just learned that the fairy will teleport with me, that's kind of neat. Kind of weird that this turtle is around here too. Oh, they can actually walk on this. Guess I can't hurt this guy. I can. Bye bye, fairy. Komaru not around? Alrighty, who else does know this game worse than you? Are you around by chance? What? There's a puzzle you know you can do because you've already done it and then reset? I mean, yeah, I guess I can do that. But it's just like, I would like to know how or why I know how to solve it, or instead of just brute forcing it. I guess it would just add a bit of variety going for a boss instead for now. Well, let's just do that. That thing didn't die in one hit. Okay, that's the wrong one. I guess. I thought it was those two. I was wrong. That's so weird, that pig took 2 hits. Okay, it was the top instead. Okay, we got an ritual. Which boss do we tackle? Which boss can we tackle at this point? Inferno Cavern seems to be the most interesting boss to tackle right now, because that might lead to more things. What else do we have? We have one boss in... Where did I unlock the other boss? I don't remember. On the Twin Labyrinth? Actually, this one might be more interesting. I'm pretty sure it was in the Twin Labyrinth where I unlocked the other boss. I don't know what the Keyblade does though. I would like to know. Aside from hurting enemies, but not quite my point. Come on, you can do better. No, I don't want to go down there. Where was the thing anyways? I think it was in Sue's room, or at least on the left side. Something like that. At least I think it was up here. Yes, there it is. Alrighty, let's try. Let's see what we will encounter here. Lots of witches. Hi. I'll get to dash. That's a lot of damage. I see the tails now. Alrighty. Looks like an interesting boss, I guess. I don't know whether this is the proper place for me to enter boss arena from though. Because this kind of seems a bit slow. Oh hey there, there's a fairy. Hello fairy. No, you're the wrong one. You're an attack fairy? You deal more damage now? Might deal more damage now, guys. Maybe. Kinda wanted the Healy Fairy instead. Oh, it is throwing shurikens at it. How can you dodge that lightning? The other one already missed me. By the way, don't answer actually that question. That's a rhetorical question. Baphomet? That sounds about right. I was trying to figure out what kind of thing it represents. Baphomet sounds actually about right. Oh, come on. Did I do the thing wrong? I did do the thing wrong. Yeah, Baphomet sounds about right. This is probably the most awkward boss to defeat in the long run. There's no good way to get there. I guess at least this way around I can go and get a fairy. Oh my god. Stop falling for the same trap over and over again. That's just embarrassing. No attack fairy, please. I did not mean to leave the screen yet, buddy. You knocked me out there too early. Yeah, heal fairy, that's good. Stop! Should I just go and try and hit her? But I've yet to try and melee attack it. I jumped into it, that's not clever. I assume that's a lot of damage, but at the same time, how much? No clue. That is alive again. Welcome back, Doyson. Let me just try to figure out how to not die to that thing first, I guess. There must be some tell. Actually, it's always the same pattern, isn't it? Although I'm not entirely sure about that one. I really just fall for this? How often am I going to fall for this? You're back. Welcome back, Omaru. Alrighty, note to self, don't jump into the screen transition. This time I knew about it, but I still got hit with it. Okay, there we go. Right, that's why I hit you. I remember. That's why I hit you. Oh my goodness. Lovely. I think this is an easy way through. Faster? No clue. Am I quite sure run back to the other Ankh is worse? Oh no, I just want to defeat this guy. That's all there is to it, I just want to defeat this guy. I don't have any other reason as to why. I go into this guy first. This has little to do with practicality in this case. What? It has a key! Are you serious? Open the thing. Or not. I only got the rare fairy, I guess. I don't know what it does though. No, it doesn't do anything. There was a keyhole in the other room. Maybe you're just seeing things. Was there? In which other room, if I may ask? Maybe there's a keyhole. The fairy seems to stick around forever. I was trying to hurry, but maybe that's not necessary. 2 rooms back. Okay. Oh, this thing. No, that's not a keyhole. That's a lock I can push. Good thought. I'm supposed to know what you do. Oh no, it's gone. Either way, it sticks around for a long time, so that's a plus. But we don't know where a keyhole is. Aside from the one in the endless corridor, but we have a different key for that one. We actually have, technically speaking, 3 keys. One is a key weapon. It is literally a key blade. One is a key fairy, and the other one is another key type thing. I don't know where it is. It was about 2 minutes, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Since this is random, my only guess is that the fairy unlocks something optional. I don't know, that don't tell me. But I have no idea what it would unlock. Back to here, I guess. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be starting the witness in about 2.5 hours, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. Just as a heads up. I loved how the skeleton just plays dead. I don't need more convincing that you're dead than that. Oops, I didn't mean to go here. Eric, to say thank you for the good luck. Appreciate that. I can tell you the witness puzzles are significantly more simple. Most of them. And clearer. In a good way. Are they easier? Not necessarily. I just assumed the fairy would respawn here. It didn't yet, I was too fast I guess. So I'm taking a detour for no reason right now. So, how do I do this? How do I tackle this boss? Let me actually try to just survive. Rather than anything else. Let's see, right below you. First is lightning. I saw them coming from the top, but I don't think I could react to that in time. There seems to be a hole in there. Maybe the lightnings have a pattern. I can block that. That's good to know. Okay, I guess lightnings are just pure pattern, because I can't see how you can reaction notch that. I was pause buffering, couldn't do it. Has to be lightning again. No, it's fire. Let me guess, I'm safe here again. No lightning anyways. No, I'm not. The witness puzzles are at least clear it's a puzzle. I would not necessarily even agree with that, to be completely frank with you. I have no idea how to dodge the lightning. Pray. Because the third lightning was... I was safe at the far right. But the first and second I wasn't. The fourth lightning I was safe, also wasn't, and the fifth lightning I was safe at the far right again, so maybe it's just the third one? Actually it doesn't make sense, because it was 2 hit me on the right, third one didn't, fourth hit me on the right, fifth one wouldn't. Base tanking strats are dead. Did I use those before? I guess I kind of did to an extent. Ah, that's me. Test. Successful. Hey, silent signal. Oh, you meant the other run back to the boss from the other area, is what you say. I don't know. I assumed the Egypt area would actually be faster to get over here. Okay, it's a fighting fairy again. I just wanted to avoid you. Why do you need to jump into me? I had to axe you because of it. Oh, first lightning, I shouldn't be safe on the far right. I would have been safe. They are evenly spaced apart, so I assume there's only 2 lightning patterns. Either you're safe on the wall or you're not. Second one is going to be fire. Never mind. Second one is dead. Ah. Adam the Dot just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Welcome to you, and well, enjoy your stay. Welcome, Adam. Oh. Yeah, we can say here. I'm safe in the middle, but not on the outsides. Does it just alternate? So here I would be safe next time. Might just alternate. So I would be safe around here next time. Okay, then I would be safe here. Not. I should be safe a little bit further to the left from here. Basically around here. Okay, now I'm safe on the far outside. But not from the flames. But now the flames are the big problem at this point. Because I think it's an alternating pattern. Yeah, welcome, madam. Brings to you, skeleton manners. This is quite fun. You're making progress, little by little, basically. That's kind of how this game works. I feel like I should just go through the other area though, instead. Backtrack. I wonder whether the fighting fairy actually adopts my weapon. Because it started throwing shurikens as soon as I was using shurikens at the time. Healing fairy, okay. That's nice of you. So now we need to figure out how the fire works. Maybe fire has a similar pattern. The first lightning seems to be safe in the middle. Okay, that doesn't work. It's worth a try. First lighting I'm not safe in the middle. Maybe it's just random where it starts. The first one I'm taking to face regardless. Okay, I cannot stand in between those. The next one I'm safe on the side. I'm a dummy. I think the flames have a very similar pattern too. Yeah, the flames have a very similar pattern too. They seem to have always the same exact pattern. I can work with that. Okay, I don't think you can milk this goat. Baphomet is, generally speaking, depicted as a goat, or at least a humanoid with a goat head. Kind of like the idea of Satan, or, well, satyrs in a lot of mythologies. I think anyways, that's kind of how that relates. Basically a human upper body with goat legs and feet. Oh, please, I know certain things you can't stop thinking, but just keep it in your head, please. I appreciate that. Symbols in the background are all symbols from before. I'm a dummy. Yeah, healing fairy. Unfortunately, doesn't last all that long. Okay, we have a key fairy. The thing is, I have no idea what it's supposed to open. Well, I guess there's that one thing that I would like to open in the water area, but that's about it. I haven't really specifically seen a keyhole in the first place at all. So I'm going to try and melee now. I think I should be able to handle that with this knowledge. Am I safe in the middle or not? I have no clue actually. I did not mean to shoot. I hope I lose this time again. I see. Know how to survive both of those things now. Okay, that still hits me. I need to stand just there. What? Phase 2? I guess we just reached phase 2, guys. Nice. You know what, I'm going from over here. I believe this is going to be my the first actual hard mode boss, isn't it? Come on, come back here. Because I have not actually activated the hard mode before for bosses for that matter, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, really? Come on. That's just unnecessary. I think this is faster. Green one. What is that? What are we carrying? What does the green fairy do? I think enemies drop items more frequently now. Yeah, I think that fairy basically makes enemies drop more. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, that is what the fairy does. That's very interesting. I need to get away from her in this. I need to get her away from her doing this. So fire, lightning, fire again. And I need to back off from her because of the thing, and then we can go when the lightning is again. You don't look so friendly. The witch. Okay. The fire has a short tail, but the lightning you just need to know where to stand. There's no way of dodging that, sight dodging that, as that's called sometimes. No way of sight dodging the lightning. Lovely. What does this tablet say? The demon lord of hell, Beelzebub, he who guards the 8 souls in front of the mother. Baphomet is kind of connected with that, but I don't think that's quite a thing. So yeah, we get so many item drops right now. That was a shame to not use that. But hey, if I ever need to farm... By the way, is this what the spoiler was about? Hope for a green fairy in order to farm for stuff? Don't say anything if it's no. Yes, I see. Fair. Okay, the first one I can stay close. Let's start counting hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, dummy. 17. And a dummy. 19. Okay, 21. Excuse me, 64, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oops. 30. Okay, this 30 hits. 30 hits it is, until we switch faces. Should be easy enough. I just need to play it proper. There's no reason to get hit realistically. The body did like 60 damage. Yeah. Definitely don't want to jump into the body. I'm well aware. It's always fun when in video games bosses' projectiles deal significantly less damage than if you bump into them by accident. Like significantly. Green one again? Ah, come on. I'd like to get fully healed. The wrong way again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dummy. I should just stay on the ground there. 18, no, 17. 1, 2. I'm too greedy. Way too greedy. I'm way too greedy. I could do this dance forever, but instead I choose to try and get more damage in for no good reason. At least it feels like no good reason. Honk. I'm glad he doesn't take fall damage. would have died about 50 times by now for damage alone. Remember that vampire boss knees? Took like 10 minutes. Yeah, I do remember that one. That was interesting. I prefer this boss here by a large stretch over that vampire thingy. Alrighty. I keep getting the green fairy. I wonder whether that is predetermined. Or manipulatable for that matter. Alrighty, so let's just be super not greedy. Also, let's use the whip for now. I think it has slightly more range. Definitely has invulnerability of frame, so the axe is probably the better weapon. Dummy. Stop being so greedy, please. That's not clever either. Trying to dodge stuff and running into it is kind of my thing, it appears. For as silly as this game can be, sometimes these bosses are neat. Yeah, actually, generally speaking, the bosses are the weakest point of it. But this one is actually pretty good. Actually, in a weird kind of way, the bosses are the perfect fit for this game. Because of how they are structured and laid out. Relative to the puzzles, for that matter. I'm not sure I make much sense right now for that. That's just kind of how I'm thinking of it. I'm actually wondering why I keep going to the right side here instead of going the other way around. Other way would make more sense. too slow. Stop being so greedy. Stop being so greedy. I can easily get a few hits in there. Alright, I'm starting to get the pattern down here. This is fire in the corner, then we have lightning separate. Then we have another fire, and afterwards I need to back off more or less immediately. And then we have time to hit her. Ah! Excuse me. That lady is scary. Can I hit you right there? Maybe I should have tried. I see, those are chasing flames. I need to focus more on the boss. Because I was thinking I could not hurt her until I dispose of the little ones. Which is obviously not true. Maybe I could use call drops to just damage boost through everything. Until I get a good grasp on what is going on. Rude. You know, the fairy is not even really worth it, in theory. Because best case scenario, it heals me to full. I don't think the damage really matters. Not in phase 1 anyways, as long as I'm reasonable. That was mean. I should try spamming the laser afterwards. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to the left from the shield. Alright, it starts off with lightning. Why am I such a dummy? 11, 12. Every time I feel like I'm making this mistake. It also feels like my chance to hit plummets for some reason. I need to hit the head still. Fire. Starts with fire, then chasing blue orbs. And some more fire. I think what she does is based on her position, so I would need to get rid of the little ones first, I think, because they are going to mess up everything if I don't do that. They probably don't respawn, I don't know. But then I also will need to figure out actually how to hit her. For that matter, I need to figure out how to dodge those things. So let's try to rush to get rid of the little ones first, I would say. Witness the true power! Something like that. Let's see, actually... When does the witness start? I think... It was... It was in about 2 hours, Psycho Sheep. Oh my god. For a second I thought you made an actual suggestion, because, ladies and gentlemen, please don't lose no suggestions for boss battles, I like beating them myself. But that's fair, Meowth, that's fair. The stun witch is mean. Especially in certain rooms. No, go away. That's 3 weights? Wow. Okay. Some form of impressed. I could actually use the rolling blades around the ground in order to try and deal with the witches. They seem to usually be rather susceptible to get hit by those. So rolling blades are... 1, 2. 2 to the right, because I won't have this thing in my inventory anymore. Trying to reach that and actually jumping up here at the same time seems difficult. I don't think I need a shield for this. Actually, sometimes it can be useful. I'm glad that I stopped jumping up there because I forgot that I shouldn't. I'm a dummy. That's when I need to back off. I'm slightly disappointed with myself, to be completely frank. very disappointed in myself. I'm very disappointed in myself. Just play the rhythm, it's really not that difficult. To be fair, you don't have nearly as much control over your character than you have in many other games I played with bosses of this sort, where precision and execution is relevant. This game kind of limits you heavily, but still somewhat mildly annoyed by my lack of brain at times. It really had to hit me there. 7 points of damage. Let's see. You could answer a game mechanic question if you really want, but not sure if I should answer this in this chat. But oh. The right-wing shots can multi-hit you. Oh, I see. I don't know. I would be interested. Feel free to answer it. I'm a dummy! So stay put. Stay put. Alrighty. Flames. Hit once and then back off. Okay. Forward. Now you can hit a few times until the lightning is gone, then you just back off after the lightning. Good. Now you can hit a few more times, then you need to dodge at the flame to the back. Alright, stay put. And now we just repeat the cycle. It's really that simple. Just hit once and then back off. Then you hit a few times until the lightning is passed. Back off. Hit again a few times. Alright, back. Stay put. Don't go forward, that's just silly. Hit once, then back off. See, it's really not that difficult to dance. Huh. Can I? Hang on. Don't actually answer that. Okay. Left is chasing balls. Oh. I don't know how to dodge that. What's that? Okay, when she does that, that's the lightning. And then she goes back to the right. It's back in the middle. Okay, that was a summon. We summoned another witch. I take time to process this, holy cow. I have no idea when I can even go in and hit her. Because I'm just trying to dodge the entire time, huh? Second phase went nuts. Yes. Think you could say that. First phase I have under control now. Second phase? I'm not sure. care about the mouse cursor. Oh my goodness. Let me out! This is worse than ice physics. This is way worse than ice physics. At least ice physics, I know I'm slipping, but in this water physics thing, it's just wrong. You know what, I'm going for the ferry. Also, I'm going to open up the window, so hopefully it's going to be the big cooler in this room here. Hope it's the Healy ferry. Even though I haven't lost much health, it's kind of the best case scenario in a sense. Thank you for the heal. Alright, give me a second. Never mind, it's pretty warm outside still. So, no point in opening up the window. We had good health after ad cleanup, which is an improvement. Yes, I got hit by every single attack, but once I start learning how to dodge those, it should be fine. I feel like the lightning, when she does that, it will be the same type of pattern rather than targeted or anything like that. I'm really not sure about this. Might just be targeted and I have to run left and right at the bottom. Hey Fluffy, thank you for the good luck. Appreciate that. How are you doing? I will never learn, will I? Stay put. Also, I don't think I'm jumping properly again. I forgot. Why did I forget? Forgot about the backup thing. Oh my goodness. I almost messed up again. Okay. Do we shoot some witches? Sure, let's just shoot them. I want to try and clean them up quickly. Just so I have more time to focus on the lady. Okay. Fire, fire, fire. Which one she does is random. So fire. 1, 2, 3. Purple. Fire! It's fire! It's fire again! Come on! You can do this. Honestly, my only idea is try to hit her with the flare from the bottom. I don't know. I don't think I can walk through her legs. I have to dodge this at the bottom. And she initiates the attacks too quick. I can't jump from up the platforms to the back to the bottom, so I think that's probably what I will have to do. How many flares do I have? 15. I'm going to farm some more actually. By the way, Fluffy, are you in the... I went the wrong way. Are you in the thing for the witness as well? Or is puzzling games not quite your desired environment? by the way, it's perfectly fine. Just saying. Which one is the easiest fairy to acquire? Oh, in the woman. You can't? Alright, that's unfortunate. Actually, are you going to be around Kolthor? No, that's the wrong fairy. Wrong fairy. I assume that's worth it. By the way, which one is the closest fairy? I guess the one at the gate would be quicker, but that path is so awkward. No, wrong fairy. I see, that's fair. Oh, wasn't it because it was right? I think I remember it was because it was on your list, if I'm not mistaken. Fair enough. Well then, I hope you do get to play that sometime around. So it's pretty intriguing. You have a hint about the fairies that would do nothing more than... Yes, go ahead, Komaru. If you can just explain the mechanics and how to get which fairy, I would definitely be curious about that. Because I don't feel like they are necessarily random. But I don't know the manipulation either, or whatever you want to call it. Can even come back, I see. So this green and purple circling is the red fairy. I know I can reset them, so it's not a manipulation, it's just a prediction based on pattern. Makes sense actually. Yeah, that's the same one again. Let's reset. Same one again. Same one again. Okay, that's this kind of pattern. Oh, that's the key fairy. Can you open up this gate for me, buddy? Here, that's a door. I would like to... No? At least I know the pattern for the key fairy. I still don't know where there is a keyhole. I have no clue. Ruined Tower is actually my best. No. Ruined Tower is still my best idea. Tower of Ruin, I guess it's called. Actually, there's no fairy spawn in this area. Well, that's highly unlikely. Whatever. Now I have to wait for another fairy, because I already basically saved now. In this case, we are just going to farm for a while. key indeed. I just don't know where to use the key fairy for them, for that matter. I've learned that there's 4 different fairies. I don't know how to use them in any way, shape or form. Hey key fairy, can you open up the swings for me? No? That's too bad. Alrighty. In this case, we're just going to be farming for a while here. Up to 30, I would say. You had to look it up? Kolthor, be a bit more careful. You just told me that this is optional content with the key fairy. I already determined that, so don't worry. I guess it's a confirmation, so it's technically still a spoiler. Yeah, but I already figured that's the case. Yeah, don't underestimate how much we can read into messages. You would be surprised sometimes. The thing is, there's an achievement in the game, right, where it basically says something along the lines of don't use sub-weapons on bosses. So I have to wonder how you can defeat that freak with just main weapons. It's that romp for us, actually. By the way, do the screen scrolls attribute to how much time has passed, or those in-game times they put during those screen scrolls? And basically, it was about 5 minutes until another fairy spawns. My basic assumption would be that I could have used that to get multiple of the same fairies. Or multiple fairies at a time. Because I don't think the fairy's timer necessarily expires during this screen scrolling. But the timer to get another fairy might expire. In Super Metroid, in-game time does not go during short transitions. Yes, I'm aware. I guess the fairy might still disappear, it just didn't have time to do that before. The key fairy did actually stay for a while. Interesting that there are different strats for in-game time versus RTA. Yeah, I mean, of course there are. To be completely honest, that makes sense. And I don't agree with there necessarily being different ones, because what you can do in a lot of cases is you can just pause the game or just abuse mechanics that deliberately stop the in-game time, and that's just not interesting to me. So I usually prefer going for the quickest real time, that seems more interesting. Alrighty, I like like actually going from here. I did not mean to do that. In-game time in this game is inverse. It doesn't run during every single screen session. Wow. You know whether the fairy time still expires? That's the healing fairy. That's the good one. That's the one I actually want. Because I'm going to get hurt running up here. Derp. Huge derp. Not huge dummy, guys. I need to focus more. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing now, just using the pistol to get rid of the witches real quick. I can focus on the boss. I don't seem to be able to hit her either way this way. Okay, I can at least block those blue bullets. So that's a plus. I need to figure out whether she always has the same pattern. 8. Not quite. 138. Need to figure out. So I basically farmed those things for nothing. If it was position based which attack she did, and I could predict it based on that, that would actually be really convenient. You know, sometimes I wonder, let me say, don't you think it's far worse to drown in lava than getting hit by a boulder? Don't you think you should try a little bit more to recover quicker? Poor guy. Extra players never a bad thing. I mean, yeah. I will have to live or explore more of that dark area sometimes anyway, so that's that. Okay, that's a heal fairy. That's the one I wanted. Funny. Meteor, where does that actually come from? It's Meteor. It's Meteor! But I can't cast it because you don't have enough MP. I'm a dummy. I need to just put... Shoot. Alright, I need to... First of all, get rid of the little ones first again, once I hit phase 2. Assuming I hit phase 2. At this rate, this is not really guaranteed. Really isn't. I have no idea how her hitbox works. It seems so random whether I can even hit her or not sometimes. Actually, I think I'm just too far away most of the time to get more than one hit in. That's probably the problem. Okay, using the gun again. Lightning. Maybe I should have shot that thing. Maybe I shouldn't have activated Dark Mode after all. It kind of funnels into the same problem. I really should practice Tales of Fantasia, but I also really want to finish this game and play it. I don't mind fighting this boss, but probably will have to prioritize Tales of Fantasia over this rather soon, let's put it that way. Oh, I can't block those? Okay. You can actually hit those and get those health pellets out of them. That's interesting. Only one though, so it's not really worth farming. Oh, the phase 1 is easy and predictable. When I get hit, it's just always my fault. There's no other... There's nothing else there, really. It's just me. But phase 2, I still need to learn. And it's actually kind of a tricky thing about games. You know, it makes sense that the second phase is more difficult, right? Because the boss gets enraged and it's more difficult. They are putting more effort into it. They just realized you're not such a small fry for that matter. But at the same time, no, it doesn't make sense video game play wise because it takes you way longer to get there. And if you have to specifically learn it, if it's not built so that you can one-shot it, then that can kind of create a bit of a problem. How did I get up to 4 hits in one go earlier? He always goes in the middle for that, so it should be predictable how the lightnings go. Really, it feels like it isn't. Not sure. Not sure. What? Yeah, that's the good one. That's the one I'm looking for, so to speak. To heal me before we engage in combat. That way it's at least always my own fault. That's a plus. I kind of wish you could hotkey the individual sub-weapons, so I can switch to a specific weapon, not switch to the next one. That would be really nice. Dummy! Stop! Stop doing this, buddy. Please. So... I hit her once! Alright, that's actually progress, technically speaking. Probably. I hit her once, guys. I can double my damage at next time by hitting her twice instead. Is this game a Metroidvania? Yes. Definitely, it goes under that definition. What? Wait a second. Does that mean certain enemies have weaknesses to certain weapons? Rather than the weapon just straight up being stronger? No, this cat is just ridiculous for some reason at this point. Oh well, since I'm looking for the healing thing anyways, it's fine to just go for this. Why is that? Well, I guess it's fine. You need this. Be prepared for a lot of nonsense. Not really nonsense, but really cryptic puzzles though. Like really cryptic. To the point where you're just kind of like, yeah, I might just look this up. Probably. Maybe. The thing is, it was actually not even a good hit, because I got hit in the process. If I managed to not get hit myself in the process, then we probably could seriously talk about progress. But unfortunately that is not the case in this case. Rude. Cat ball too strong. Yeah, that thing seems to have evolved. I do this way too often, honestly. Second time around, these flames here are summoned way slower. Same with those. Thing is. Thing is, I still have no idea how to get a hit in on her. I mean, the only time I can jump high enough is when she's there, but yeah. I figured it might save actually me having killed the cat ball after I killed the cat ball and then saved, but nope, that doesn't happen. You know what? Do that. I'm going down. I'm going below. It's fine. I get the heal fairy anyways along the way. Rude. And hey, Cosmic. She's probably low enough for shurikens. I just have the slight suspicion that shurikens deal barely any damage. And so I still want to use the axe preferably. But yeah, shuriken would... Oh no 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 no! You're the wrong one! Ah. You know what? Let's just use that opportunity and go and farm some stuff instead. That one cat was specifically buffed to deny the Grail tablet if you activate hard mode before then. I see. Rude. It's called Heart Wall. Yes, it's a fairy. The fairy guarantees drops, which most of the time is going to be those things. Also, the drops are tripled. Basically, 72. I'm gaining a ton of those things right now. Okay, fairy gone. Thank you, fairy. I could also try and tackle the other boss first. The thing is, I like that boss. I like the dance in phase 1. I just have no idea how to deal with phase 2. You know, if the controls were more like Ghosts and Goblins, where I could jump towards something and then do a jump straight up in order to avoid getting hit right after, then that would be way better. But unfortunately, that's not quite the case. All left right air control. Yeah, you have a little bit of control, but it's really limited. Like, limited to the point of where I say it's detrimental for the game. Might be a bit exaggerated, but you get the idea. Can I respawn those guys? Probably. Just to refill my health for a proper attempt. Wow, they don't drop anything. What else do I have? Maybe I should just try to use shurikens rather than anything else in that phase. Okay, thank you. Shurikens might just be the way to go. I do this way too often. For some reason I thought... Dummy. I need to... I don't like this attack today. Am I planning on making a fireworks show after every point of progress made with so many flares? No, I just prefer having them so I can actually illuminate areas properly without having to worry about running out. You know, I really should start paying attention. The thing is, phase 2 pattern seems completely random to me so far. I have no idea how to even approach this. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. In my mind anyways. Give me a second. Take a break. Could try exploring elsewhere. I mean, could. I could also try to beat this thing. I mean, I know where one more of those unks is if I really wanted to go somewhere else, but still. I'm just more thinking right now on how to approach this. my main reasoning is essentially, unless there happens to be an artifact that cuts damage in half or something silly like that, I'm not going to get much more health than I already have. And I really don't think health is the issue right now. The issue is that I have no idea how to deal with this. Let's try again. After all this time playing this game, it still throws me off how different it is to... Control compared to the likes of Ghosts and Goblins and such. I've never even played Ghosts and Goblins, I've just played Volgarde and Viking. It's just Ghosts and Goblins is the obvious reference that most people know. Okay, that's the one. No, that's not the one. Dummy. Hey, on the bright side, the fairy timer actually ended up running out, so I guess that's a plus. A lot of money from those guys. I could also end up farming for a lot of gun shells if I really wanted to do that. That would not be the worst idea if you ask me. Dummy. 2 times, 3 times now. Okay, that was too greedy. I didn't forget, I was just too greedy. This is the only time where I can hit her. But again, unless I'm in the correct position, I guess I do have enough time to walk over there, jump up and hit once and then get away. Especially if she uses the fire attack. If she uses any other attack, actually the only other attack that she could use is the chase balls instead. Which would be okay. Oopsie. So that would actually be fine. Mimi, come on. Those boulders are just really annoying. I mean, alternatively, what could I do? Go slow? That's just silly. Everything purple smells amazing. I'm not sure about that. that's the correct one. You smell amazing! You're purple? You're blue. Da boo dee da boo die, da boo dee da boo die, da boo dee da boo die. Oh, I thought I could block that with the shield. I guess not. Doesn't matter. I have a fairy with me anyways. Primer is purple. Yeah. Most of them. Probably. Oh, hello. That was a quick base one. Still full health. I don't like this at all. He's standing in a different position than last time as well. Stop. Alright. I should have just walked into it, I think. Alrighty, I'm starting to get the hang of it, but her constantly resummoning the little ones is a real problem. Maybe I should just focus on her anyways. Also, I'm going to see how many whip hits it is. Maybe I shouldn't. I guess a better weapon could also help against this boss eventually, for that matter. Even the witches survive and taking damage from them. I've been thinking about that too, by the way. Could be a thing too. I've been thinking about that. Or just... what enemies do drop cold drops in the first place? I don't recall any really. I could just buy a ton of those. Specifically use those. I've been thinking about using cold drops. Would be reasonable too. You're not even sure if there's a weapon? I assume so. dummy. I keep forgetting that for no good reason. Really should not jump into the body. Really should not jump into the body, that's just bad. What if I just kind of stay in the middle? Yes, it is a weapon. I don't even know how good it is. It's there. You know, the main problem about those boulders is waiting doesn't help me. Because the next wave is immediately right after. So my best bet is just to hope they don't go high when I go above them. At least from my perspective. But that's why. Yeah, that's the correct one. Anyone do have to heal. Agree to you, Ratmont. Some progress indeed. Questionable progress, but progress nonetheless. I was too slow? Ooh. Thank you, Fairy, for healing me up a little bit. Yeah, I'm being way too creative for no good reason. She stops the attack when I hit her? No. Okay, progress. I'm starting to get it, so to speak. bosses shouldn't have their head as the only hit point. That's an interesting point. Interesting point. I haven't thought about this before actually, but I do tend to enjoy bosses more which I can just hit, and the design is to just hit them somehow rather than hit a specific spot. Or maybe you can hit them anywhere, but the head does significantly more damage. Really? What a sniper. Okay, that's the correct one. Right. I'm really glad my bronze shield. I don't have a bronze shield anymore, by the way, because this one I don't need to worry about using it. Dummy! Oh, not quite. That's a quick phase one. Which one is the one that stuns me? I think top left. Yeah, top left is the one that stuns me. How am I supposed to know which one is which? You know what? I'm playing this wrong. I should just play my own rules. I'm playing this wrong. You know, I've been struggling the entire time to just switch between the correct sub-weapons. And I've sometimes just stuck to a specific weapon or sub-weapon because it was, well, I didn't trust my ability to switch to it quickly. I can just use the menu. I'm the hero of time after all, I can stop time. By the way, in just about 40 minutes the witness will begin, so I have 40 more minutes to try and defeat this boss. I think we're making good progress here. I'm seriously considering though using the handgun. The thing is, my current goal is not taking any damage, but at the same time I'm not sure that's the correct way to go about it. Like, how you said earlier, the idea of using the witches as unreliable and random caltrops in order to not take as much damage is reasonable. I'm just wondering whether it would be more interesting if I actually use caltrops, because I can just switch 2 times to the left in order to actually use those then. In fact, you know what? Let's just select them straight up. Nah, that would be silly. Don't run into the lobby. She does this after a certain amount of damage too? I have no more call drops. How am I supposed to know where she does this? I seriously can't tell. This is the second lightning strike right there when she's in the middle. I wonder whether it's always the same. I would need more call drops for this. Where can I buy those? There's a shop here. Shop is just to right up here. You saw call drops? No, you don't. Shop is all the way down from here. And to the left. Oh, to the yeah, right. I've never actually managed to open up that shop. And then there's one shop here. No, he doesn't have coal shops either. Where are coal drops for sale, guys? Serious question. You can't just straight answer this, even if you know the, even if you have played this game. Feel free to, because that's just saving me time. Because I know there's shops for this. I just don't know where they are. Enraging shield guy in the labyrinth drop those. But there should be a shop too, right? Raging shield guy? We have a labyrinth? What is a labyrinth? What am I forgetting? Oops. Whatever. The twin labyrinth. The enraging shield guy. There we go. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Bloop fishy poop. Oh. Alright. Enraged shield guy. I have to admit, right now I'm just drawing a blank. Oh, those guys, I remember. They dropped them, so I see. So I could just farm them by a ferry too, which would have been way better. No, I saved already. He leveled up. Congratulations. We're tapping 300 gold. I mean, realistically, if I need gold, I can just farm it up at this point. With the ferry's help. certain enemies also drop gold instead. But yeah, that's where that would have been... Now that I have a good way of farming stuff, that would have been way better. Would have made more sense. Would have made way more sense. Way too much sense, actually. You can't make that much sense. That's not how I work. Wonder what the reason is for that she takes longer in between attacks on the second cycle. I was not prepared for this. It is the same pattern. Now I just need to find a safe spot. Okay, bottom left. If she goes into the middle, bottom left is safe. Why did I do that? She's in the top now. Bottom left is fine. Bottom left is still fine. Alright, just go bottom left when she does lightning. I guess all the way bottom left then. All the way bottom left it is. Why can you not fit in there, Lamisa? You fit in there perfectly when you go head first. Why not feet first? Okay, that's the correct one. Healing Fairy! To the rescue! Can't believe I actually blocked that. It seems weird. Alrighty. I'm getting good at hitting phase 1 at least. 4 times per jump. What? You're a big meanie. Stop picking me out. I can't hit you there. I guess that's kind of the point, isn't it? I could hit you there. I kind of missed that opportunity. Okay, I need to be all the way in bottom left corner. Don't jump into her body. That's just bad manners. Okay. Basically, no, I just need to handle everything that's going on. The little witches don't matter much. Wait a second, I can push those blocks all the way to the bottom. I wonder if that has a purpose too. Huh. Never thought about that, but it might. I'm glad we unlocked the fairies, by the way. Else this would be annoying, because I would just have to be really careful to not lose health on the way. This way it's like, well, 10-second detour usually. Sometimes a bit longer because I have to reset. Okay, that's the correct one. Or I could just farm a little bit more experience and get my health up. I could get my health up. That's it. End of sentence. It was not worth it. Oops. Oh my goodness, I keep walking into her. Really not clever. Still working Baphomet indeed. No, we just... I've taken a very short break, that's about it. Okay, I need to be exactly in the corner. He can actually hit me there. Wow, that's a surprise. That little witch distracted me too much. I could have just ignored her and it would have been fine-ish. Not really. Second phase seems nuts. I think I have it a lot better under control now than, well, originally. Bonk. Well, I don't really have it under control yet. That is a little bit exaggerated. But I should soon have a reasonably good idea there. The little witches actually are more helpful rather than anything else, because they allow me to run into them when I'm about to take damage. But at the same time they are still dangerous because they just distract me from whatever else I'm trying to do. Okay, correct fairy. I've learned also that there's different fairies, and I know how to tell which one is summoned now. And if it's the wrong one, I can just reset the room. It's kind of neat. So I want always the fairy that refills my health here. What? Really? Touching the boss in general is incredibly damaging, yes. That is the thing I absolutely have to avoid with high priority. The second highest priority has the lightning. Then the energy balls have reasonably high priority too. I can get a few more hits in there in the second round. Lovely. Well, okay, I need to get rid of the blue witch. This has highest priority now. The stun is too bad. I can't handle the stun. Blue witch has highest priority now. I have no idea where to stand. This is not working. I was too far away from the bottom left. Okay, the blue witch top left needs to die, which means I'm actually going to switch up phase 1 strategies to stand on the left side first. Because that's where she spawns, I think anyways, top left. Oops. That. Well. That's our on point today. Or well, this life anyways. That witch is being mean. Honestly, the stunned witch is the worst one because she always targets your exact locations. Unlike other witches who just only shoot horizontally or stuff like that. That one is just on point. No matter where you are, it's going to be in my way, so I have to take care of her immediately. The other ones, nuisance, but they deal like 8 damage, which is not a whole lot in comparison to the rest. So I can ignore them to an extent anyways. And focus on trying to hit the boss. Emphasis on trying. Alrighty. I hope this works the exact same way on the left side. It's going to be super weird now. This is so strange. Oh no, I forgot about this one. This time I didn't forget, I just messed up with positioning. Just stay here. Good. Oh, what? That didn't hit me there? That's so strange. Okay. What? It still hit me? Really? That was a perfect opportunity to hit, but I'm most focused on that annoying sandwich. That still hit me. That's so weird. Okay, so perfect bottom left is not actually an option. Maybe I should just switch to calf drops during this. Might make more sense. And hey Maddie, yes, we're playing on hard mode. Because why not? I should probably just use the pistol to get rid of the blue witch immediately once she respawns. I just assumed it would be the heal fairy. Derp. Should not have trusted it like this. I guess farming up the remainder of the health package is not too bad either, so it will be okay. Yeah, let's do this. Still need to get used to standing on the left side here. That's strange. My chance, or my hit rate is way down. That was dumb. don't want to hit now, just in case. Ah, forgot again. Oh. Just in case she switches faces. I didn't want her to stand up without me having the option to back off because of the flames. Ah, too long. This time was too long. But hey, that works pretty well. Just need a little bit more practice. Let me get it. Bonk. You're at the part where Baphomet farms you for experience. Yep, that sounds about right. Shouldn't I be taking some hits while the fairy's still up? It doesn't heal that much, or often for that matter. I don't think it would help me. The first phase is not the problem. Well, the fairy is never going to last into the second phase. Okay, it's fine. Also, when I tank some hits, the problem is it does way more damage than the fairy would heal, I'm pretty sure. Even just one hit at the very beginning, the fairy is not going to be able to heal it up all. The reason why I pick up the fairy is because I want to enter the boss fight with full health, and maybe if I get hit very early on for some silly reason, I will have at least some recovery. Basically unnecessary hit there. I don't know where to stand here. I just hope it works. And it does. Come on, don't stand in the middle there. I cannot hit you there. That's just mean. I guess I can technically hit you there. I don't know how large the hitbox is in the end. I just barely took the bonk fall, and then the fire just scratched me right there. That's good enough. Thank you, Doyson. I appreciate that. By the way, feel free to correct me on how to pronounce your name. Okay, right there. Oh, by the way, I need to prepare for the witness. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last attempt. Because right after this, we will be starting with the rip runners into the witness. And I think the beginning is the most important part of the catch of that game. Just kind of hearing and seeing how they react to whatever they are going through is going to be the best part about it. What is the witness? The witness is basically a free roaming puzzle open world game type thingy. I feel really good at being that. Dummy! Why did I delay it so much? Okay. I'm a dummy. Alrighty. I could have played that better. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, 166 deaths, this is it for La-Mulana. Thank you very much for watching, for listening, and for lurking for this game. If you're sticking around for the other one, I would appreciate that. If not, I wish you a pleasant evening. We're going to get back to this, and I will beat this boss, don't worry. Might take a while though. Thank you very much.